If you're wondering how Meta can spend $1 billion per month for the last year on their virtual reality lab, it's advertisements. Even though you can use Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for free, they are making more money from you every single year than you could even imagine. I got fed up with the fact myself, so in this video I want to share some easy ways you can do to stop making money for those companies while getting a cleaner experience browsing the internet at the same time. Let's try to understand the most basic way on how these companies make money online using advertisements. When you click on an ad from the website or an app and start spending your hard-earned money, the link you click on, which was generated by this ads company, will send a lot of information about you to their own servers. They will know which ad you were clicking and what products you ended up buying, and most importantly, your personal taste. What do you like and what don't you like? This kind of information can be fed into the machine learning model to figure out what kind of person you are. Then the ads companies like Google can use the trained AI model to decide what future ads are more suitable for you, so you can buy more junk you don't need, which will make advertisers earn more money to pay them. The most essential part of this equation is something called cookie. It is a small piece of information inside your browser that websites generated to identify you for a period of time. It can be used to keep you from logging out from certain websites. If you have noticed, you don't have to log in to websites like YouTube, Amazon, or Google even after you reboot your system. And cookie is one of the things making this happen. However, that is not the only purpose cookie is being used. The other big part is playing its ads. If you have logged in to Google on your browser, then they can connect what you are currently buying to your previous purchases they can see, along with your name, address, recently visited places on Google Maps, using the unique identification inside a cookie. Especially when you are logging in to Chrome browser to sync all your settings and bookmarks. Google can easily know who you are even when you're connecting to a VPN. They can then profile you based on your browsing histories and then sell it to the advertisers to better target you as a potential buyer. Have you ever wondered why there are so many websites showing you a window saying cookies are helping them, and there is a gigantic button which will make it go away saying accept all cookies? And how many times have you been so annoyed by it that you just click on it to see the website content properly? What you did there is to allow a website to track you. If you accept, they can use the cookie to figure out what kind of person you are and bind it to your public IP. There might be another button to reject all, or some websites will hide the rejecting option inside the preference page to make us go extra miles. And if you do reject all, the websites with integrity won't track you. I wonder how many people accept all just to see the content quickly. But at least now you know how you can see the dishwasher ads on Google right after reading an article about how to measure your kitchen cabinet openings. There are several things we can do to prevent this from happening. First one is to use a privacy-centric browser. There are several to choose from, Brave and Vivaldi being the most famous. Both have settings to reject cookies automatically, and Brave also have the feature to block the cookie consent form for you. Both of them are easy to install, available on all desktop operating systems, and both of them support Chrome extensions and Chromecast. If moving to a new browser is too much for you to handle, use incognito mode to buy stuff. Downside is that you have to log in every time you want to buy something on Amazon. So probably consider having a dedicated browser just to buy stuff. However, they can still know it is you when you do this on your phone, because there is another centralized ID storage on your phone to provide all the apps who you are. Meaning, as long as you have logged into your Google account or Instagram account on your phone, your account will bind to a unique ID on your phone in some way. No matter how many browsers or even VPN you use, those companies can still know which ads they have shown you, how long have you watched each of them, and what kind of products you ended up buying. The main reason that Meta was yelling at Apple in 2022 was because Apple started to roll out the feature to help users to remove some of the uniqueness in this identification before sending it over. Even though Meta can no longer have the absolute confidence of knowing who you are, they're still receiving your information. On top of that, as one of the biggest ads company in the world, Meta was able to get around this issue easily. You might wonder then, how should we prevent ourselves from being profiled by those companies? I'm assuming those who watch my channels are interested in Linux and probably self-hosting, and you have probably heard of Pi-hole. It is a DNS-based ad blocker which can be set up using one single command. Even though it has Pi in its name, it also works on almost any major distributions on x86 chips. All you need to do is answer some questions during the installations and point your router's DNS address to the Pi-hole's IP. It maintains a list of ads domain names like ads.google.com and blocks the content from them by returning a blank page. Meaning, when you are browsing a web page containing ads, either you can't see the ad content, resulting in Google not having the watching information on you, or an error page show up after clicking on an ad, which means the ad will not convert into revenue for Google. This way, no matter which device you're using, the ads company will not know how you're influenced by their ads when you purchase something. They will generate way less ads revenue from you. If you have made it here, I will tell you how to block all the ads from YouTube as a bonus. I want to put it later in this video for obvious reasons. I don't want a lot of people doing this because I'm still a YouTuber who will need the ads revenue if I can ever make it to the 1K subs and 4K watching hours. But I also want to reward those who stick to the end of my videos. There is an Android TV app called SmartTube Next. The only thing you need to do is to download the APK from its official GitHub page and siloed it onto your Android TV. You'll filter out not only the ads, but also the sponsor section. Finally, I can enjoy some Linux Tech Tips videos without hearing about their sponsors. A little side note, this app will technically work on any Android device, including phones, but not optimized. I tried it on my Samsung Galaxy S21. The videos are playing fine, but the app can only be used horizontally, and the manual scrolling has issues. Another thing is Chromecast support. In the end, I want to mention, even though we can block ads companies from knowing us using these techniques, as long as we're still shopping online, the stores which have our purchase histories can still profile us. Shopify helps all their clients to do so. Our credit card companies, PayPal, Apple and Google Pay can still do so. The safest way to prevent anyone from profiling us is still sadly using cash offline, because even with cryptocurrency, our transactions will still be preserved permanently on the blockchain to the public. I know no one will actually use cash. I don't do it myself because it is way less convenient than using credit cards. The only person I know who uses cash in real life is my Linux enthusiastic ex-colleague from Amazon, the one I mentioned in this video building custom Linux kernels at work, who is very privacy-centric. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.